Hello, wonderful ladies. How are you? Long time no see. I bet you thought I forgot about you, but I have not. You know, life happens, and I wanted to give you a couple of weeks to kind of absorb what we did and what we covered and what we shared on the Women's Empowerment Day about a month ago. I hope that you got some nuggets. I hope there's some things that you have implemented. And as promised, I am following up with you on an exercise that I want you to do because it really pained my heart to hear many of you say, well, I don't want to brag. So I'm hoping that when you get that humble moment and you say, well, I don't want to brag about myself, you don't want to miss opportunities. And hopefully you've got that horn on your desk. And so when somebody says, who do you think you are? Or tell me why I should give you this project. Or if you're looking for a promotion, that person's going to ask you, why should I choose you? And you want to be able to toot your own horn. So hopefully you guys are tuning your own horn on a regular basis. But as promised, I am following up with you so that we can do this exercise. And I'm going to be following up with you in the next 30 to 45 days before Christmas. My true wish for you is to be able to introduce you to you 3 years in the future. And that's what I call my Back to the Future exercise. And this is something that I go around the country and I work with women, and we actually have a pajama party and we get around and we do vision boards and that kind of thing. So I'm going to share a little bit with you as to how we get our pajama party, our Life on Future party started. Again, I want you to introduce you to you 3 years in the future. And I'm going to share just a little bit with you. And if you click on the link on this website, and it'll allow you to download just a little snippet of I call it my Life on Purpose journal. And it talks about how we're going to go and talk about Back to the Future and all of that good stuff. So don't worry about it. Don't try and write everything down, because that attachment there is for you to download and be able to start that exercise. And here's what I'm going to read just a little bit to you, because it's true. It says there is ancient literature, and I think I shared this with you in our day together. There's ancient literature that says, write the vision and make it plain, so that those that read it can run with it. Everyone has a vision. Every day you have thoughts about your future. Some of them you've maybe had for years, some of them just popped up, maybe just a little bit of a combination of it. Some of them you've had on a regular basis, and some of those dreams, those visions get a little more vivid each time you experience those. So we want to make sure that that picture, that vision, that goal of yours 3 years in the future is as vivid and as bright and as detailed as one of those brand new flat screen, or actually now they actually have the flat screens are now curved, so you can get that 3D image of what you want your life to be like in 3 years. Here's a study, and many of you have probably heard about this MBA study, sorry about that, in Harvard. It was between the years of 1979 and 1989. And here's what the results were. When they asked people about their future goals and how they had accomplishment, their success rate, if you will, only 3% had written goals and plans. 13 had goals, but not in writing. 84% had no specific rules or goals at all. 10 years later, when they interviewed those same persons, 13% who had goals but not in writing were earning an average of twice as much as the 84% of those who had no goals at all. Now, here's something else that's interesting. The 3% who had clear written goals were earning, on average, 10 times as much as the other 95% of those. Just writing down your vision. Now, I'm going to warn you, this is not going to be easy. The first time I did this exercise about 10 years ago, probably was even a little bit more than that, maybe about 12 or 13 years ago, it was supposed to be a 30-minute exercise. It took me 3 days. Yep, took me 3 days. You want to know why? Because I didn't feel like I had a right to dream or to dream that big. I had that little twin. You know, we all have twins and they're on both of our shoulders. And you have that one twin that says, hey, you're the great, you're the best. Hey, listen, you know how to toot your horn. You know those things that you've done. And then you've got this little twin over here that says, who do you think you are? How dare you? People are going to laugh at you. Who cares? So you've got these two twins that are just talking at you, and they're talking at you, and they're talking at you. And you know what? It's kind of like some of those talk shows where both people are trying to talk over each other. We just kind of zoom out and we kind of tone out and we go, oh my God, I don't want to hear it. And so we just say, shut up. And we turn the TV off. And that's the kind of talk we have in our head. So I want to make sure, again, that we get the biggest bang for our buck that we spent our day together. And again, I'm going to follow up with you. So I want you, I encourage you, I plead you to do the Back to the Future exercise. Now, you don't have to share it with me, but I would love, did I happen to say love, if you would share your Back to the Future exercise with me. I promise you that it would be held of the utmost confidence. But you know what I want to do? If I actually read that Back to the Future exercise and you're introducing yourself to you 3 years in the future, and I've got some questions about what does it look like, or who's in that life, or what does it smell like, or what does it sound like, or how much money are you making, or how much weight are you wearing on your body? Just all the little details that we women like to share with each other. I would love to do that because, again, the sharper that image is, the more you refine it and refine it and refine it, the easier the things are going to be. Just think about when you're thinking about shopping for a car. You finally decide on a car that you want to buy. Have you noticed that you start seeing it more and more down the street going, oh, wow, there's that BMW, or wow, there's that Chevy, or there's that Ford, or there's that Mercedes. They've been there all along, but when you put that desire, when you put that vision in your head of what you want to see, it becomes a lot more cognizant, it becomes a lot more forethought, it becomes a lot more vivid. So again, go ahead, try that Back to the Future exercise. I want you to get in a quiet place. I've given you instructions as to what I want you to do. Find that quiet place, whether it's I heard someone say their quiet place. I had someone write back to me when I did this exercise with another group. And they said they found their quiet space in the bathroom, in the tub. Yes, they went in their tub with a blanket and a pillow and their tablet because they said, you know, with all the kids and the dog and everything else, it's the one place that people won't bother me. So it doesn't matter whether it's in the bathroom, in the bathtub, whether you're soaking in a tub, in your backyard, in your car, it doesn't matter. But I want you to do it. Listen, you got to take that first step. It will only work if you work it. So I want you to create some goals for yourself. And when you create that future 3 years from now, include personal, include professional, include health, wellness, friendship, faith, whatever it is, whatever you want to see yourself 3 years in the future. That's what I want you to write. Now, again, I know it can be a little overwhelming, but think of it like, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, one bite at a time. So go ahead, take that challenge, take the plunge, create your future, create that introduction. Let's go back to the future. I'm going to be following up with you, like I said, in the next 30 to 45 days. But in the meantime, if you've got any questions as to how to get started, or Sherry, I have no idea how to start, or any questions, go ahead and shoot me an email. I'd be happy and honored to help you with this process so we can get your goals started in leadership. And when we talked about leadership in our day together, it's personal, it's business, it's spiritual, it's financial, it's whatever your future is in leadership. So again, go ahead, get that exercise started. I just can't wait to hear from you. Again, this is Sherry Darden. Bye for now. Make sure to toot your own horn, and I'll see you back in the future. Bye for now.